I'm going to tell a story that I heard about this lady last night in Transylvania. Everybody in Transylvania is like a little bit, Transylvanian y. They're a certain way. They're very traditional. They like things the way they like them. And you can, like, they're inviting to all the other townspeople. Like, if you come over to somebody's house, they're going to let you in there. Everybody's going around and visiting one another. Well, there was this lady that lived in their town that was really old, and she was real creepy, like a witch. She wouldn't sit down. She would come over, and she came over to these people's house because she liked they cooked really good food. So, she came over and they'd make her a little bit of food, and they try to put it in a bag and give it to her. So she would take it away, and she might eat a little bit of it, but she would stand up. She would never sit down. And if she did sit down, she would put the chair over her head, say some fucking spell words that nobody understood what they were, and then she'd sit down. So they were kind of creeped out by her. And, that's one thing. She had some grandkids, and the mom, she had a daughter, and the mom, the daughter married this guy, and the witch didn't like her, the husband. And then, like, one day when the family came home, they had two little kids that the grandma took care of, but the daughter came home, and the husband was hanging in there, like as if he took his own life. And she knew her mom did that. Somehow. She knew the witch mom had done this shit. So she freaked out and went crazy. They put her in an insane asylum. And she raised the two grandbabies. So the dad, because this is from the point of view of a family that maybe they live next door. The dad, and he was in a band, he played music, and he wasn't like a drunk or anything. But he was coming home, and the two grandkids were outside, and he was like, it was about to be dark, so he wanted them to go home so they're not out too late. Um, and they're like, no, we can't. We don't want to go in yet because we don't want to interfere with our grandma. It was a full moon. See, last night was a full moon, too. I said, we don't want to interfere with our grandma. And he's like, why? Well, she's doing her ritual, and when she does her ritual, her horns come out. And the dude's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Well, these little kids are like, look, if you come around here, they snuck him around to the back of the house where you could, like, see through the window. And sure as shit, what are you doing with your tail? The dad saw the woman had horns. It weren't big horns, but they were like horns coming out of her head. She did have horns. And dad was freaked the fuck out. He told the mom, the lady that cooks the really good food, and she didn't believe him. So next time it was a full moon, they snuck to the back and she saw them too. They were freaked the fuck out. So they wouldn't let the lady in when she would come over to knock for food or do whatever. They just ignored her. They wouldn't walk on the same street as her. And they had this big ass party in the town, and everybody, it was like a potluck, so everybody would bring different stuff that they had. By this time, this is a few months later, this guy's taken everybody. He's taken his buddies in the band. He's taken some other people. So everybody in this town knows this lady's some sort of fucked up. But during the normal time, she's normal. She doesn't have anything on her head. But on the full moon, she does. Her horns come out. They don't understand it. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Hey, I don't know what the fuck's going on either. I was freaked out by it too. And they're having some sort of festival. This is months later. Everybody's seen this stuff. And it's a potluck, so everybody brings stuff. And they know not to take anything from this lady. They don't want to take any of her food. They warn the kids. But they have this certain drink in Transylvania. I don't know what it was called. Bhakti. I don't know what it's called. Whatever it was. It's like a moonshine. And everybody loves this shit. But the witch lady, now this is what the people saw. They said that the glasses that she had brought to give it to the people, she blew some kind of like spell on the glasses, and then she was pouring it out and giving it to everybody, and everybody didn't have a problem. And like most of the people in the town got sick. They didn't die, but they just got like ungodly sick. And they knew then. But it wasn't that long that the lady died. And when that lady died, they just burnt her whole house up. They just lit it on fire. They said she had vials of blood, creepy spell stuff in there. It was just a nightmare, fucking, just all kinds of scary shit. Shit that you don't want to fuck with. You don't want to fuck with that shit. You just need to burn it down. And that's what you need to do. If you have somebody that's really evil, or if they've done some fucked up shit on the land, it'll imprint into the land. You have to cleanse the land to have that type of energy removed. I don't know what she was into. She was clearly like a bad witch. You know? Another one was where it was a family and they had all moved, but the guy was telling about how his mom's sister was murdered by this guy that was an abuser, but they're like, it was demonic how it went down, because how, like, they knew he fought with her, but like, he just straight went up to her and just shot her in the head. Pow! And then sat on the porch and waited for the cops and smoked a cigarette. And the kid saw this. It was real traumatic. He lost the case, but he was acting real weird in the trial. And they actually found out that one of the family members had put a curse on him. They called this medium, and she took them to go to their old house, and in different places around the outside, they found little weird stuff buried that was supposed to be killing different members of the family. because and it ended up being an ant. The lady wouldn't tell them that, but she said that the spell or curse backfired when the ant died. That actually it was that kid that was supposed to die that was telling the story. What's up, kitty cat? What's up, dude? Look at this guy. What's up, man? It's a night. I'm so tired because I couldn't go to sleep last night because of the. I don't know. Maybe it was the full moon. Maybe it's just me, but I just couldn't sleep. Have a nice day.